We're going to start in Kodu now, and we're going to set up a world that we can create to make our Space Invaders. In Kodu, start with a new world. And one of the things that we can do with this world, with the hand tool, we can move the world to be in a more central position. And if we use our right click button, we can tilt the world up so that it is much squarer to the camera. We can also use the change world settings button at the very end of the toolbar. And if we click that, we can look at a few items. First of all, we want glass walls switched on so that Kodu and the aliens bounce when they get to the edge of the world. We are going to set a fixed camera. So the anchor represents a fixed camera. And if we click on Set Camera Now and press Enter, then our camera will stay in that position throughout the game. We're also going to set something that is more space-like. So we're going to go to Sky and choose something that's fairly dark. I'm going to choose this, perhaps this one here. And then we're going to set our lighting, and the lighting we're going to set to be something like Mars. When you're finished with this, you can then press Escape, have a look at the world. We're then going to add a Kodu in. Kodu is a bit on the large side, so if you right click on Kodu, change size, and take that down to about 0.3, that's a much better size for representing Space Invaders. I'm going to press Escape, and then position Kodu at the bottom of the screen. We also want to give Kodu some movement, so the Z and X keys can be for left and right, and these are the equivalent to north and south. When you look at your Kodu map, you'll see that north is pointing off to the left here, and so north-south is across the screen. Now I'm going to right click on Kodu and program, and when the keyboard is using, I'm looking for letters, I'm looking for Z, and that should be to move the direction north. I can copy this code, right click on the row and copy, and move to 2 and right click and paste, and then it's very easy to then change the Z key to the X key, and change north to south. And if I escape now and escape again to try out, then you'll see that by using the Z and the X keys, I can move my Kodu backwards and forwards. One of the problems you'll see is that Kodu is changing to face the direction that he wants to move in. So he's changing to move north and then turning round to move south. This won't help when we're trying to fight aliens coming from the top of the screen. So there's one other change we need to make to Kodu at the moment, and that is if we escape, right click on Kodu and go to change settings, and we want to change his turning speed multiplier down to a minimum, so that goes down to 0.1, and his turning acceleration multiplier also down to 0.1. So if we look at Kodu now, Z and X will move him across the screen, but he still remains looking toward the top. And this will help when we're firing missiles at the incoming aliens.